Hello everybody! Happy Thursday. I was like, wait, I just looked. What day is it? Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope we're all having a good day so far. Hope we're all ready for some more Genshin. I, for one, am pretty much always ready for some Genshin. Hi, Prime. How's it going? Hi, Dragon. How you doing? I'm tired today, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. I might have just had an energy drink. We'll see if that helps. But I'm excited for some Genshin. We're gonna do a Escoffier's story quest. I have some condensed resin. We can do her domain for her artifacts again today. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But I did just level up a little bit on the battle pass, so I got some more fragile resin, and I got some books for Escoffier, so I got her talents a little bit leveled. So she's at 155 now. Progress, it's progress. Her domain's not till tomorrow, so we're getting there. But how you guys doing? Are we doing well? Are we having a good day? Are you guys as tired as I am? I'm very tired, but oh no. I had some stuff to level up artifacts, so I was like, let me roll this goblet on Escoffier. It's already not going well. Day is going good? Good, I'm glad to hear it. I had a day at work. I wish I didn't have to work. But I had a day. I can't say if it's good or bad. It was just a day at work, you know? Okay, Triceptic. Clicker bot. Nice. When you said the thing about using your Alexa to do it, I was like, they can do that? I was like, oh, I guess they're... like, you can do, like, Bluetooth with them. Because it's technically just a speaker, right? Right? Sorry, I just plugged in my keyboard and my wires are all messed up. Okay, let's switch over, shall we? Switch over to Genshin. I'm gonna run the domain real quick for Escoffier's artifacts. I just rolled her goblet a little bit. It gave us a flat attack and it rolled into defense once. We crafted this so we're guaranteed one each into crit damage, but it's not looking too good so far. Which is really unfortunate. But it's okay, we'll be okay. Use our Navia team. So yesterday we did Furina's story quest. It was pretty good. I don't necessarily think I feel better or worse about her, like either way. I don't know. I expected it to be more personable. I don't know the word. It wasn't bad. It's just, I guess it's not what I expected. But as far as story quests go, it's pretty good. But Escoffier is today, and then we'll get the extra rewards for doing it, like, before the banner goes away. So that's kind of why I wanted to get that done today. What is it? Do I need a new Sans on my Nouvelette? I think the Sans is an off piece for him, but I think that's like my worst piece on him. I should probably double check. I'll at least double check before we strongbox stuff. I was thinking today, right? I know, unheard of me thinking. So tomorrow I was figuring we could do Marvel Rivals, right? But a part of me was like, what if we played something else that I haven't played in a long time? I was like, I don't know if I mentally prepared, but I was like, what if? What if we played Apex tomorrow? It's been like a year since I've played that game. But I was like, what if we played some Apex tomorrow? I don't know. I love Marvel Rivals and Fortnite right now, but I was like, what if we just try it? There's a new season, there's a new legend. The bow check is like out of the care package. It's like ground loot now. I haven't played in a long time, but the maps that are in rotation are maps that I know. I've played very little of the E-District map, so whenever that came out was probably the last time I played. I don't know. But I was just considering it. I was just thinking about it. I was like, what if I tried to play Apex again? Okay, one more of this and then we'll go to the strongbox. Maybe on tomorrow, because tomorrow is Escoffier's weapon and talent domain. So I'm like, maybe tomorrow I'll use my resin and get her stuff leveled a little bit more, and then she can join my Navia team. You really do that to yourself? Play Apex? I'm just thinking about it, yeah. Like, I occasionally watch, like, streamers who do, like, still play Apex. But it's pretty rare, I'll be honest. Ow. I said it cracked my neck. But, like, there's a new season. It still kind of looks fun. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. Just like a little bit of Apex. I mean, I updated the game last week when the new update dropped. Does that count for anything? I opened the game. I hadn't played in so long, it was like, you have to update in order to, like, no, it was like, you have to log in to play this game, and I was like, well, crap, I guess I'll log back in. Okay, HP percentage. Garbage substats. Garbage. But he's on a 4-piece already, right? This is his only off-piece? Okay. And then Escoffier needs a circlet and what else does she need? She also needs a timepiece. Okay. Attack. Okay. So we need a sands and a circlet and another sands. But yeah, I don't know. Apex... Sometimes I miss playing Apex, and then other times I'm like glad I don't play anymore. But I'm like, what if I did play? What if I did? Oh my gosh, not all these going into feathers. I mean, I don't know what her feather looks like right now. Let's look. I mean flower, not feather. Whoops. Okay. I kind of want to switch it to this one we just got. Because at least it doesn't have defense percentage on it. Oh, it rolled twice into attack. That's okay. I still think it's better than what we had on her. Let's try and enhance this real quick. Ugh. No defense. Defense. So the next roll will definitely go into crit rate, but It could have been worse. Okay, let's... Strong box, what's left? Hello, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, I don't have enough to strong box. These ones are all like decent, so I have unlocked. That's fine. It's fine. Well, at least she's a little bit stronger now, right? We'll get her and Nivelette better artifacts someday. I don't know when, but eventually. So, Escoffier's story quest. I still haven't finished this thing either. The amusement park thing. Oh, you can do this from anywhere? I didn't even know that. They won't add it or recognize it? No! I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world, because you don't like need to do it. But keeping it on and never sleep, yeah. That's true. Amusement park one is boring, not gonna lie. I thought it was boring too. I agree. I was like, this is not fun. I play Honkai Star Rail too, and they had like their version of it for the anniversary or whatever. I thought that one was more fun than this one, so I was like, coming to this after playing the Honkai one, I was kind of expecting it to be more like that Honkai one. But I don't know. I think it's boring too. The story is fun, but... Is that Nuggie over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi. The event story is really fun. I like Nivelette and Risley and Kakuku, and that's all really funny, but... I am... Adventure rank 58. I've been playing for almost a year now, so... Navia! Oh, she's got her sunglasses on. You want to go for Skirk and skip Escoffier, so what team should you go for? You have Furina. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do you use... Next banner, yes, is Raiden, Shogun, and Kenichi again. They're running side by side again. I'm on a guarantee right now because I lost on Navia's banner going for cons, so I'm saving for Skirk. Well, I wouldn't say saving for Skirk. I'm saving for Chronicled Wish. But I'm not F2P, so that's a little bit better for me. But... I don't know. Do you use your Furina as a healer or as like a sub DPS? Because I use my Furina as sub DPS. But I also have like Risley and Ganyu for cryo. So it really depends what you need. I mean, they're both cryo, but like, do you need an attack or do you need another support? I don't know. It would be so hard to be an F2P.
I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Oh snap. Oh snap. Attack, you guess? I feel like you could probably benefit from an Escoffier then. Do you have other support characters? Because I use my Furina as a sub DPS. Definitely gonna go for Raiden. I have a Raiden Shogun. I need to fix her artifacts. Her artifacts are not good. Haven't built any crowd characters. Want to start with Skirk? Well, it sounds like you want Skirk. And it gives you more time to save for her because you have what's left of this half and then you have next half. So you definitely have time to save for her. It would be a lot harder to get her if you do get Escoffier. I know quite a few people who are saving for Skirk.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Don't know much about artifacts, that's why your build is not good. What AR are you? I usually use like what it recommends for people as far as the type and the stats go.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Paimon, it's not our business. Write it in can each next banner. Yeah. Oh, Taki, you might know. Yukio says, F2P, want to go for Skirk and skip Escoffier. What team should go for? I don't know. I was like, I feel like Skirk might be more beneficial, especially if you already have Furina in your F2P. I don't know. And Benny, Furina, Skirk, and maybe Zhongli. I haven't heard much in the way of rumors for Skirk, so I don't really know the best team comps for her.
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia?
Oh, you're AR50, but you have to do the Ascension. Oh. I would say wait until you're ready, but I think that was like whatever one it was. Was it like at 55 I had an Ascension? That one was like the easiest for me. I really struggled with the earlier ones.
So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
What are we talking about? Skirk will benefit from Hydro? I haven't really thought about it.
Is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Wow, this lady is really mad. Oh my gosh. Priest comp. Oh. I don't have a Yelan. I passed on her. I don't know if that was a good idea though. I do have a Sing Cho and Furina. So you've put off your quest for a while, huh? That's a lot of XP.
Your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Filmont can do the job, he just...
Oh.
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh?
This lady.
He said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Yeesh.
Wow, what a horrible person!
Yeah, I don't have a Yelan. I've used other people's Yelans before, but I don't understand her playstyle.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I am on the North America servers. So I don't think I can look at other people's.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
She really wants C1? Oh.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw.
Who did Yelan run with? Because I think I skipped both of them. Was that Emily's first run was with Yelan? I know I skipped both of them. I can't remember. And of more Hydro characters. I feel like there's an abundance of Hydro characters. I don't actually know what the breakdown is by elements for how many there are, but That's how I feel. I don't know. Don't know much about artifacts. Artifacts are tricky.
That Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up.
I'll get defense. I've put in around 1,000 resin, maybe more, for Escoffier's artifacts so far, and I'm not really having much luck.
And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
So Paimon ruined it.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunked before she spoke. Did Paimon ruin everything?
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't.
I love Navia.
And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage. Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even not the best artifacts leveled up are better than no artifacts or like unleveled artifacts. So I agree. At least if they're leveled, it helps, and then you can always use those to level up the good ones later. Takes a lot of patience. A lot of patience.
Because this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Oh, guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Oh gosh, Paimon.
Alright.
She's just the messenger, you know?
We'll drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding.
Good luck.
We'll make
Yeah,
sure to
good
pass
luck
your
with those
feedback on to Miss
artifacts.
Savannah.
I already don't like my circlet I crafted yesterday, so... Not circlet, goblet. I crafted a goblet yesterday.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper.
I knew it. I was like, there's totally gonna be a note or something, right?
Signed, Escoffier.
Escoffier!
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Yeah, so... My Escoffier, her goblet, has rolled twice into defense. The next roll will be crit damage, because I crafted it or whatever, but... Don't love it. I mean, she's a healer or attack? It depends. Like, you can use her for either, but I got her a little bit more crit rate myself to help with her attack. I don't like reading this stuff, but her damage does scale off her HP for the most part, so her HP consumption and then healing is HP. So that's a lot of HP. My Furina does not have that much. I need to level her weapon though eventually. Yeah, I would say that's a lot of HP. My highest HP characters
You know that name now, dude?
are my Zhongli and my Siegeween, I think. 54... 53, yeah.
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
Skills off HP. Yeah, I was just reading that. I tend to not look at the talent stuff as much as I should for like this part. Because if you go under attributes, it tells you if they scale off of something. So I usually struggle to remember that. You got it working nice, Prime. But yeah, my artifacts... My luck is usually pretty terrible. But if you guys go to the character and click on whatever artifact, I personally just use whatever's recommended, so whatever set. And then I'll get the main stat, and I'll try my best for the, like, minor ones, but sometimes you get what you get. Sometimes artifacts are just really terrible, but you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history, after the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Level up others to max. I would say if you're using the character like all the time, you want their artifacts to all be max. Like, I tend to level up artifacts one at a time, but I know like my husband Diesel, he does like all of them evenly, so like he'll get them to like 4, 8, 12, whatever. I just level one up at a time, but leveled artifacts really make the difference between a good team and a great team, and it took me too long to learn that. Took me too long. I was set to a schedule and try to turn off your Bluetooth when it activated just now and it worked. Test for later, bigger test. I'm glad it worked, Prime. That's good. Yeah, it took me like a couple months to learn about artifacts, and even now I'm still like, huh? But I'm getting better at it.
Gâteau de Boer. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu.
Illegal substance?
But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility, and she was sent to the fortress of Meripede.
Not the fortress. Didn't level them up because didn't know if other artifacts in your inventory were better. If you go to the characters page and hit that recommendation, you can see what it like says for each character. Then you can go from there. Salvaged it, yeah. I've never had full artifact space. I use them constantly.
The fortress of Meripede?
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
Huh.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out!
Generally, any artifact with both crit rate, crit damage is worth locking, even if the main stat isn't what you want. That's basically the ones that I have locked left are basically crit rate, crit damage pieces. Just because I'm like, oh, I could use it as an off piece eventually. Like, maybe somebody down the line will want this. So that's really the only ones I have left that are locked.
It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Paimon says that like it's really easy to do. That's not going to be easy to do.
Well, about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
Oh my god, it's a kid!
I'm sorry, mushroom.
Oh my gosh. We have more characters that scale with defense. If anything has defense on it, I usually just get rid of it. I'm like, it's not worth it.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
Considering her voice actor is British, I'm also surprised. It would have worked.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors a chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Oh, I didn't even notice that her vision is on the back of her hat. That's cute. Traveler's like, Paimon, you go first.
Excuse us, we're...
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
Uh-oh.
So you're not paying customers. Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
Artifact leveled up. Nice.
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
Wow, tripled.
Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
She's so intense.
Fiamma. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
A person who got sick from being overworked. $210 EM on Yelan is wild. I'm trying to think. I know I have characters that scale off of EM, but like I feel like I struggle to get good pieces. Like my Al-Haytham I've had for almost a year now, and like I've focused on building so many characters, like his artifacts are still a struggle. They're still a struggle.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia!
told you before. No one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
I kind of heard her accent come out on the word blunders there. Your Nouvelette's artifacts are weird. Apparently my Nouvelette has good artifacts. I didn't know until yesterday.
Yeah. Failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh yeah, the accent's definitely slipping out in some of these lines.
So you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business.
I feel like you still have to care about the people that, like, worked with you, right?
Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
No hydro artifact yet. It happens. I end up using the strong box almost every single day now. Putting in my rejected 5 stars in hopes for something good.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite.
A part of me kind of wants a Hu-Tao someday. But I don't know. My Yanfei is decent, but I don't know. I kind of got bored of her playstyle pretty early, I feel like.
Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
Strongbox is scam sometimes. That's why a lot of people call it Scambox.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
That's a charged attack cancels. Yeah, I get nervous thinking about the low HP for Hu Tao. So I'm like, oh, what team would I run with her that's like not gonna heal her? But I don't know. I feel like I need a good pyro DPS. I really don't have one. Never used your fragile resin ever, only use dailies? Wow, you must have a lot of fragile resin. It is Scambox. It is Scambox. You have 30 fragile resin? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She mentioned me.
I think I have like 6 right now because I just got 2 today.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
99? Oh my gosh.
Monica.
I think that's supposed to be a little face, so I'll push that through. I don't know what that is. Is that a face?
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Yeah, 99 is a lot. I had a lot of batteries in ZZZ, but I used a lot of them for Jane Doe, so I don't have many left. 160? Oh my gosh, Prime.
Oh, Monica.
That's so many. I don't even have a million more right now. I have like 2 dream solvents, but I really need to use those. I was gonna use them for Shalonen.
Escoffier?
Now all gone. Mostly, yeah.
I can't believe her.
Mostly.
Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe.
Bro.
Unbelievable! I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Grumpy walk. Yeah, she real grump. Like using new characters day one. Yeah, I feel bad I haven't gotten to use my Escoffier yet. I mean, once your characters are leveled up and you're kind of really easily beating stuff, like, in the world as far as enemies go, then I would probably do your Ascension quest. I think it's weird she holds it with, like, her tail thing. But she's not ready to be on a team yet. She's not ready.
You want me?
But yeah, let me see. Yeah, I have 6 fragile resin. I have 2 dream solvent though. I really need to use those for Shalonen because I was gonna level up this to get this to 9. Maybe we go do that real quick while I remember. Shalonen. Whoops. Did you guys notice that when you pick a character in this now and then like leave it and come back, it still tracks that character? Isn't that cool? I mean, I thought it was cool. I need to craft her weapon. Level up her weapon too. Ugh. Yeah, I like that. Much dependent on adding a skip button on quests when talking with NPCs. Personally, I would abuse the crap out of that skip button. I wouldn't call myself a lore skipper, but I can say I don't remember it anyways. So like, what's the difference? At least for like, for world quests, I don't care. For story quests and stuff, I care. But like, it's dealer's choice. There's a skip button in ZZZ and I use that constantly. There was a part with, how do you say her name? Zhu Yuan and Qingyi or whatever. I skipped all that. I was like, I'm not doing it. So like, it depends. Like, some people, they want it, they don't want it. It is what it is. But I don't know. I didn't care for it. I was like, whatever, it's fine. Can I craft another one of these? You play Buwa, you skipped everything and now know nothing. That's fair. I mean, get bored on quests, that's why you have a lot of quests left. Yeah, world quests, like, world quests that don't matter, I just sit there and I like hit the space button and I like hit my like mouse button and I just click through it as fast as possible because I'm like, this is the most boring thing ever. But like, I've done a lot of world quests, I'm not done with them. And then like, story quests I like, but I haven't done hangout quests. I literally started one of them and I didn't even finish it because it was so boring. I was like, I don't need to do this. So like, I think it would be nice if they gave people the option, you know? I think it would be nice.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Enjoy it while you can. I have like nothing left to do. That's true. Diesel doesn't have like anything left to do in any of the games so far, and I'm like, oh well, give it time, I guess. I don't know. Because he's all caught up with Genshin and ZZZ and Honkai Star Rail, and I'm like, pace yourself when an update comes out? I don't know. Right now he's like going through Inazuma because he doesn't have his reputation maxed there, and I'm like, that's something. Some of the world quests were good and some were just meh. I feel like a lot of them were just meh for me, because I was like, just give me the primos. Busy most of the time nowadays. That's fair. It's tough playing like games that have daily stuff every day.
Is that Escoffier?
Oh,
Escoffier's back? Yes, I've missed her cooking.
I was just saying, Hotel de Bois is
what the heck happened to my traveler? Why is she not at max health? And finish all the hangouts, just saving for a few character story quests because you're lazy. I mean, the story quests, especially like later ones, I feel like are really long. Like I did Albedo's last week before doing the prologue or whatever it's called, the new part of the Archon quest, and I was like, old old story quests were pretty short. Oh, R&R, yeah, R&R quests. Ugh. I'm happy I finished that, but I would not like to do it again. Making your friends do it for you. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm so sorry.
Because I know when I first started playing, I was only doing story on stream.
I'm sorry. I'm so
So
sorry. I messed up your order.
I was exploring off stream, and I kind of burnt myself out on exploring. So like, some of my areas are complete, some of them aren't complete. So it's like, ugh. Booga booga, hi Diesel. Oh, the ending of the R&R quest? I finished that forever ago. I don't even remember.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
You're home? I didn't know. Welcome home, Diesel. What? I've not completed R&R. R&R quest takes a long time.
But please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna...
Present, yeah. I'm like, what?
kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica. Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
I'll get a present? I'm assuming he'll make me wait for our anniversary. I don't know. Diesel, do I get my present now?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
Oh my god. No, you can't keep present secret. Yeah, I'll have present. Thank you.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
The crying was good, but you laughed. It was good. I would have felt really awkward if I was that customer, though.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Chef Savannah sounds awful.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
Worse than Ramsey. I was thinking that. Like, I like watching Hell's Kitchen and stuff, and I'm like, sounding a little intense.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and
The bald dude from MasterChef. That's why I literally couldn't watch that show, because that dude was like so mean. He didn't sound constructive, but I thought he was just mean.
we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Oh, is that Chef Savannah seeing Escoffier as like a competition now that she's cooking somewhere else? Oh no. Taki, oh my god.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, what happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
I wonder what that is.
Lumiline? What's
Oh.
that?
Thanks for asking the same question,
A
Paimon.
new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Huh. Kitchen nightlife, oh my gosh. A chef hat asset? I was thinking, when we saw Navia sitting on the bench earlier, I was like, what if Prime made Navia's sunglasses and I could add that? But Escoffier's hat would be cute too.
Yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
The spiciest outfit?
They
I mean,
also
Shalonen
found that
exists, so I'm
overuse
gonna
can
say
have
no.
mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high, because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you, a fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
I was gonna say, that was kind of rude. Navia standing right there.
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm downing from now on.
I knew it. I was like, it's a competition now.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones.
I mean, she even has side boob from this angle, so... Idiot sandwich.
Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
I do. I have a problem. Me. I have a problem with you. Me. Right here. Me.
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job.
Oh my gosh, I hate this lady.
You're not the boss here anymore. So stop acting like you own the place.
She literally didn't do anything. What do you mean?
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business.
Oh snap.
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Is that Sword Art Online? I don't know characters from that.
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Not necessarily always about how much skin is showing. True. It's very short in the front, that's true.
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
Cooking contest.
According to legend, the founders of Hôtel de Bord, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant.
Is that... Do you mean that Love and Deep Space game? That's all I can think that would stand for. Is that what you're talking about?
The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
I've heard of it, but I don't play it.
Huh. It sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts.
I was like, what is LAD? And then I had to like go into my TikTok brain knowledge and figure out what game you were talking about.
And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hôtel de Bord anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I did see, I don't know what character it is from that game, but Hugo in ZZZ is voiced by the same voice actor from that game. Well, one of the voice actors from that game, I guess. So if you play Endless Zone Zero, you might recognize that voice. Sorry, Diesel got up here. Don't play ZCZ because you got like 8 gigs left on your phone. That's fair. It is a pretty big game. I have it on my phone, but I don't know how much it takes. Diesel said you need a lot of storage for all the jiggle physics in that game. But yeah, I don't remember what character it was. I saw somebody say it on Twitter, I think. But Hugo and somebody from that game are the same character. Well, same voice. You would know.
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Yeah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to me.
This girl has such a bad attitude.
What? The Codex de Boer?
What is that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean.
What does she mean?
I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copyright. They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
I'm so lost. Why is this a problem?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Num num.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they?
Why does she want the original so bad? I'm so lost.
And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
Reduce the farming artifacts in the resinless way again? What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? Because she's petty? Maybe. Probably.
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Running around the world collecting white and green artifacts. Oh. It adds up. I can imagine it would add up, but I also imagine that would take forever. She's just an NPC. She won't amount to much. No.
Believe me, I'll show you.
I mean, I don't want her to win because she seems like a bad person, not just because she's an NPC.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleur of Sandra so I can get prepping.
Others, you have 500 to 600 artifacts at plus 20. What? That's a lot. I have a lot of artifacts equipped on people that aren't leveled at all. And then I have some that are kind of leveled. And then I have quite a few that are fully leveled. But yeah.
Love Spina di Rosula's logo.
Really, really bored during COVID.
Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Work from home and nobody was picking up the phone. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I mean, that's a lot of artifacts. I assume you don't share artifacts between characters? I personally don't. Whoever has whatever is all they get. Like, nobody shares. I want my characters to be actually built. I don't want to be passing stuff off from character to character to make them appear as though they're built, you know? There's one artifact to share, really? See, there's one. I just got an artifact right there. The B word, Prime. The B word. Oh my gosh. Electro Goblet between Clarand and Raiden. Oh. Yeah, my Raiden... Nobody's gonna judge my Raiden Shogun, right? Nobody's gonna judge. She's got bad artifacts. She doesn't have a set bonus, but they're leveled. I mean... They're not great, but they're leveled. She's in my showcase. Oh my gosh, should I take her out of my showcase? I don't look at my Akasha stuff. I forget that it's a thing. What is it? This? Let's take her out. Shall we do that? I like to switch it up every now and again. What if we threw Risley in there? Right, my Risley's decent. Yeah? That's probably better. Wait, I didn't save it. Wait, I didn't save it. Wait. It's okay. No, no judging. No. No judging. Only Red and Shogun bothered building in a different game, and her name is Yanagi. Yanagi. Ganyu and Nuvi are your strongest units. I think... Is my Mualani also good? She's C1. I think her... Like, a couple of her artifacts could be better. Yeah, this one could be better. That one obviously rolled a lot to defense. I don't know, I feel like my Mulani's good. My Navia is good with Shalonen. With Shalonen. I still currently use Astra Yanagi Miyabi in that order for ZZZ. I built Vivian and Jane, but I don't know who to use them with. I don't know. 10% more crit rate. Someday. You know who else I gotta finish building is my poor Zhao. I got his weapon ascended and then I stopped leveling it because I was leveling the Escoffier's. And then his artifacts, they're really bad. They're also not a 4-piece or even a 2-piece. This is a ton of crit damage though. It's just not great. Not great. Prime, I will fight you. I did want him. I wanted Raiden Shogun too. But they can't all have perfect builds. Look at my Ganyu. She's better. Look at her. Enjoy the Ganyu build. She's C1. Getting and using Skirk Farm the new domain. I've never done the new domain. I don't even think I've discovered it. I don't know. You'll fight him? Okay. Yep. Fight him for me. That works. Five piece? Yeah. I had the pieces, so I didn't need to do an off piece. I think Shenhe's on 5-piece Gladiator. Yeah. 5-piece Gladiator for Shenhe. And then... Oh no, he does have an off piece. You know who needs a better artifact is this one. Kazuha needs a better flower. This flower did me dirty and went all into defense. Yeah, that defense was awful. Wait, where is... Oh, her goblet is an off-piece. I was gonna say we could give that flower to Shalonen if she was on a 5-piece, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. We're good. My characters are fine.
Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Not the disgraceful amount of sugar.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay, yes, what is with this codex thing?
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Zavelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted.
There you go. Welcome in, Tripwire. How's it going?
Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hotel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius, and over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hotel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
Work is trying to kill you. Are you still getting trained to take over that one position? So it's like a lot of work.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How can any restaurant survive if they only serve food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hotel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering.
Huh.
Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Not the secret powers. Training's next one, just because they're absolutely bonkers. Number of events is absolute insanity. Oof. Sounds really busy. I am sorry you have to deal with that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that last little bit was funny.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
I was gonna say, this food that they have to make against each other or whatever, is the guy with the accent that suggested they do this, is he the one, like, judging? Who's judging this?
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modest wrote about.
There's the judging panel? Okay, I was like, wait, who's judging this? Whose tastes are we, like, cooking towards, you know? Think you'd rather go back to war? Oh no! That bad?
So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanishem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Slump. Oh, she's Australian? I thought she was, like, British or something. I don't remember. But yeah, there's been a lot of times already that I'm like, oop, the accent, oop, the accent.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Vanisham. But still.
I feel like Paimon was probably onto something about the whole, like, symbolically, like, she wants it so she can officially be the head chef or whatever. I don't know.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gâteau do the talking. It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
Not a spatula.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Traveler and Navia?
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen.
Oh, all 3 of us?
2 of us.
Oh, yeah. Maybe Paimon sits it out. Regardless of the tool used.
Well, I have
Oh,
heard
no.
the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards.
Think you're up
Not
to the
extreme violence, what do you mean?
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review.
Macarons.
Even if it means competing against the traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
I have no knife skills. Use normal attacks to cut the fruit. It seems like she will collect the slices and process them into sublime substance. Oh no.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place.
Oh.
Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Oh, there's math. Oh no. Oh no.
Straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Paimon's got a knife.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients. A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Oh boy. Didn't feel like math was needed. Oh? Display your mastery with the cold press. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cold press's progress, and use normal attacks to let it do its work. Seems like special substance extracted from the plants might come in handy here.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Haven't never used anything this weird before.
Okay.
And done. These are the
Are we
flavor
good?
compounds extracted from our ingredients.
Ow.
Process all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Sorry, my ankle hurts.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want.
Way to reinforce the VTubers can't do math stereotype. Yep. I was really, really good at math back in the day, and then I got worse at it because I had a worse teacher, so...
I'll demonstrate again.
Yeah.
Watch closely.
Who needs it? I don't need it. Learn at Escoffier's feet and master her precision cooking. The flavorings you got from her multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish. Strike a balance between fruity flavors and floral flavors to adjust said flavor profile and make a delicious dish. Blame the teachers! Yeah!
Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much and not a drop too little.
What am I doing? What is the goal here? Oh, we need to make it more like that. Ta-da! Malika! This one. It's like, wait. I should know the buttons, but I don't ever remember.
Now it's your turn. Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse.
Whoever changes it hates Malika, that's just how it is. I don't think so. See, part of me was like, what if I changed it to Seat Lolly? Just because nobody ever redeems the Seat Lolly one. Some of them never see the light of day, you know. They're so cute, though.
Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
All thanks to my excellent teacher that I didn't have growing up doing math.
That goes without saying. credit where credit's due. You did well.
Thanks.
Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
Oh boy.
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Chop chop. Do we get to do actual cooking now? Submit dishes from the Hotel de Boer. Do I already have them? What am I submitting? I must already have them?
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
What should I make for her? What do you mean? Oh, so like the number of stars doesn't matter? Oh, okay.
How's it going?
So the ones that I had are all delicious ones? Delicious duck confit? Delicious rainbow macarons? Macarons? I have 2 of these, so that sounds like a good idea. Something delicious.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
A snow-winged goose?
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
A connoisseur? Never made macarons here from scratch. Here it's hard. It's a really lengthy process. I've never done it, but I watched like a lot of like cooking videos and stuff, and like follow people on like TikTok who like do baking and stuff. It's a lengthy process. I think I would struggle.
6 points.
I've never ate them either, so I don't know if I would do it right. Because I wouldn't be able to judge the taste, I guess.
Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
6 out of 100, Paimon. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it.
Oh no.
That logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Not the broken heart. Oh no.
Kiss me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
Oh, that is a cute picture. Cute. Paimon getting roasted. Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
No, another 6 points.
Now to the final dish.
Oh no.
So, what do you think?
Traveler's eyes, I can't.
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Wait, no, 8? What?
Darn. Barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
Oh my gosh, that little mouth. Look at that face! Guys, look at that. Look at that face. Oh my gosh.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10.
Out of 10!
9 points.
How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen.
I did sit there and cook a bunch to get some achievements one day. Does that count? Like cooking, like there was one to like master a certain number of dishes or whatever, so I kept doing that.
I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
3,000? That's so many.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, the little kid?
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
Is he gonna be the other assistant?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
Huh. And you think you're up to the task, do you?
I mean, he's been working under her, right? So, like, he's probably more, like, what's the word? What's the word? I can't think of the word. I don't know, guys. I can't. No. Not adept. I can't think of it. Ooga booga. No, that's not. No. 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 Prepared, I guess. He's more prepared to do it. I can't think of the word. I've cooked a lot of the sweet madames. Are those the chicken ones? I usually cook that every week for my battle pass one.
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
His dad! I couldn't think of the word, man. Not familiar either. No. I feel like it's like a synonym of experienced or something that I wanted to say, and I don't know.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family.
Diesel said I don't think this word's real. Oh.
I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Only half listening. It's okay. The moment's passed. We don't need words. We're just... Who needs words? We're just doing the quest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bois kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bois?
I have not, but I'm fully
I have not.
I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Maybe the word I was looking for was like qualified. Like, because like this dude's more qualified to be an assistant than any of us, right? And the kid was working with her, so he's more qualified than Navia and Paimon. So not fine?
Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Do you need to hydrate, my guy? Hydrate in a nap.
What do you call this, Vermal?
Ugh. Savannah traumatized him. With store-bought ingredients? I don't know a lot of the recipes in this game, I'll be honest.
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again!
Again! Sorry. I just hear that word and I just think Marvel Rivals.
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Oh.
Dad, what's wrong? I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then
Tomato, salt, onion. Oh. Traumatizing him even more? No! Gotta do a quest to get the recipe. Oh. Do you know what quest it is? I wonder if I've done it and I just don't know.
Never be able to work in a kitchen again.
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Hey, it's what's her face? I forgot her name.
Monica?
Yeah, Monica.
Probably because you were all concentrating
I wonder if I've done
so
it.
hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow.
Quest chain with the dude in Fontaine who doesn't want you going into his fields? That doesn't sound familiar. I know I skip a lot of stuff, but that doesn't sound familiar.
But anyway, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
I know there was one in Fontaine where the guy like didn't want you to touch the flowers or something because his dogs or whatever. I remember that one. Is that it?
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
That is him? Huh. I remember that
Come
quest.
on.
I didn't know.
All I did
Is
was
there
make
more?
you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you.
Did I do a
Probably
chain
should
of
have brought you
quests?
something stronger.
She sounds like the worst. Alright, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
So she's driving away her own brigade and customers because she's trying to compete with Escoffier, who's just doing her own thing.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again.
Somebody say again?
To make her happy.
Again.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Again.
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me.
I feel like she said his name weird.
And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
I'm gonna drink some water while he keeps yapping.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
Yeah, let's win the
What if you can't
contest.
find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
Is Monica gonna help us? She's here. The kid? I don't know.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
Just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
Did you quit your job?
What?
I thought she would have been helping what's her face. Not that she would have wanted to help Savannah, but like she worked there, so.
Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then, well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Verma.
Verma's standing right there, man. Oh no!
I'm done with sucking it up.
He's standing
It's time
right
to try and
there.
turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Why would you say that, Paimon?
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored?
Jinxed it, yeah.
You mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to
I
it.
thought we had to prep for the competition.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Was the prep just finding a team, or is there actual like food prep involved?
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
How does she control the tail? It's not actually attached, is it? Escoffier opted for a huge variety of dishes. Thankfully, both of us skilled enough for that. Even though it was our first time working together, great rapport.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
You don't want to know. I figured it was like, what's the word?
Fontanian cuisine could be this
Oh,
good.
Navia's full. Look at that giant piece of lasagna in front of her. I was kind of thinking like Spider-Man, like Dr. Octavius kind of tail. Like it's not, it's robotic, you know? Robot. What was that one meal called that we were just talking about? I don't know if I have the recipe. What kind is it? Is it like an attack? Oh, recovery? Diesel already saw it, or is it? Oh, this one? This one! Proficiency, 0 out of 10! 0 out of 10, nailed it! Yeah, I always make this one for the weekly. I do have it! Yeah! I didn't know! What are these ones? They got like a funky symbol. They're just special dishes. hash brown, and steak tartare. I usually use the sweet madams, and then there's something else I use. What is it? Hang on, let's look. Let's look. Where's my thing? Yeah, I have these as my, like, recovery. My revival dish. I don't know what the best revival dish is, but... What am I doing? Oh, check on Escoffier. Okay. Is my grocery shopping second every day? I don't usually like to buy ingredients just because I'm usually struggling like so bad for Mora. So I don't even like take the time to spend it on that, you know? Can you craft the jam too or like cook it? Oh, you can. It takes more stuff, but that is an option, I guess. Processed. Yeah, that's the word. Processed. It's like waifu special appetite. Oh my gosh. It's all that woo-wah you've been playing, huh? Is it the woo-wah prime?
Why?
Sweet flowers. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, from woo-wah.
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer.
I saw something on Twitter about like the player base of woo-wah is like 85% male. Or like, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Why can't I think of words today? Yeah, what's the word? Oh, like identifies as male, I should say. There you go.
I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing.
Like 85%. I was like, dang.
That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modest's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Yeah, maybe.
Whoops. Didn't mean to
Still,
cut her off.
it's hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Oh, the accent really slipped out on the word effort there.
We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Firma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli.
Kind of want to see what this little cooking competition is like, so I'm kind of starting to zone out. I just want to get to the point.
After Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face.
So is Escoffier the Modeste in this, and then Savannah is the Savelli of this?
And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and the relationship between the two gradually soured.
Something like that.
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
I'm more confident in her, so I'm gonna go with the second one.
You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Wait until the following day. Oh, this is... Okay. What did it say, like 12? Tomorrow! Have you guys all pulled for Escoffier? I wasn't going to, but I ended up doing it. Lost on a NaviaCon, so I'm on a guarantee there. Saving for Skirk. I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing. I wonder how the Chronicled Wish is gonna do with Skirk being after that.
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Boer! Toot sweet!
You are in a 50-50? Oh. I wish you good luck. I think losing on that NaviaCon was the first loss I've had this year, though, in 2025. I've been winning my 50-50s mostly.
Wait, seriously?
But in terms of Genshin, I think that was my first loss this year. Yeah, because I got Mizuki. She's cute. I don't know that I have a weapon for her. I need to level up my Varessa, and I want to level up my Aoife. I thought he was C2, but at least he's C1. But Escoffier, I got her and it just kind of clicked that I would level her up first. I don't know. Does Mizuki want EM? I don't know. Surprise! What surprise? Oh yeah, her burst is EM. I don't know, does Varessa need anything? No. Does he need anything? Oh, he also needs EM. I think I knew that. Discord. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I'll have to set that up later. That's so cute. EM is priority. Are they Animo? If yes, then EM. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, she just needs lots of attack. She doesn't have it yet. It's fine, we'll get there. Defense. Yeah, I always forget to look at that second page on there.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Boer and to this most
Except for Zhao.
contests.
I didn't even look at him because he was Animo. I just looked at him because I was like, oh, what does he need? Because I'm still like building him anyways. But that's funny. I didn't even pay attention to that. How much do I actually have to do in this? I'm kind of scared.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
Everything what? What?
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label.
Oh, so the judges don't know whose is whose?
The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
I forgot I asked Prime. I was like, everything what?
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Oh my gosh.
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
I'm scared. I don't know what to expect. Okay. I didn't get to read all that. What did it say? Okay, make some gâteau de bord using Escoffier's patented precision cooking. You can start the flavoring process at the seasoning table after obtaining flavorings from the cutting board and the cold press. Both flavoring types must be added in sufficient amounts to ensure richness of flavor. Add enough of both before aiming to balance the flavors out. And this dish is a wrap.
Monica, Traveler, it's go time. Let's do this.
So I have to do this first? Whoops.
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work. Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go.
Does it matter how many I do?
Full blast. This competition is quickly.
I don't know if it matters. Oh.
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors.
Ta-da! Oh, the thing's like still going back there. Okay, is that good for round one? Did we do it? Wow.
Come on, Traveler!
That's a huge layer, I feel like. Okay, what's next? I'm so scared. Do we do the same thing? Just do it again? Again!
Off to the freezer. Yeah. Yeah. The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Oh, she wants us to add more. You're paying attention? How does this work? We did it all before at the other place.
What do you think?
You have to like chop the fruit and then use the E and hit this thing and then go to the thing and balance them out based on what the bar says up here. Break time! Nice! So you get the fruit here. And then you go over here and you hit the thing. And then you get some of the blue ones.
Already on the final step of the recipe.
8.
Let's check on.
How many do I need? Two servings of this one. Oh no. Can I do more of the other ones? Oh, I can make more? Traveler, what are you doing?
I think this flavor profile
The heck was she doing?
Useless! Both of you! Make like an egg and beat it!
How many do we need? Okay, we needed 2 more of the blue ones, so I wanted to make enough that I had the same number. First time the traveler's completely separate to us? I guess so.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
Traveler was doing like some animo over here, and I don't know what she was doing. Balance the colors, yeah. That's kind of fun.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
That's funny. Use your burst to finish it. Looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Do we do it?
That was perfect! We were like a flock of snow-winged geese, completely in sync, working gracefully and
Why does she keep saying that?
Great work, team.
Yay, we did it.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
So we had to make that triple layer thing just for them to only serve the top layer.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make Gâteau de Bourg.
I don't like blueberries.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10.
9.9? Oh gosh, is that ours?
Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I was like, how did this guy get to be a judge when he said he couldn't tell the other day either? I was like,
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think
Oh, no.
maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
oh no.
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Well, we don't know whose is whose technically, right?
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
I feel like this was fixed or something.
It's Savannah?
No,
Flip the plate over and
that's
just eat the whole.
impossible.
Yeah. Like she cheated? Something definitely happened.
Somebody might.
You cheater!
What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that.
I'm like, what if... What's her name? Monica? What if she helped us to sabotage us?
It was Vanishem's staff
No.
who waited for them in the kitchen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that loud.
Why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge?
See, look at her looking down.
Or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
I can't.
We demand a rematch.
Monica.
That's enough. What's done is done.
No, I worked hard on that cake. I deserve to win.
Or rather, as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it.
Why does she keep doing this to herself? Last time she ended up in prison.
Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex to bore that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
I feel like you guys know what I'm gonna say, but I really want to fight this lady.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done.
Any of NPCs is hilarious. Yeah, where's a how? We need him to friggin' beat this lady up.
But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
Ever do that one Fontaine World quest where you fight like NPCs on 4 different occasions? I don't know. I know there was one quest where the girl like wanted us to help her brother or something, and we had to keep fighting people to help her brother or something. I don't know. I really don't remember.
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend.
That is different. I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar.
But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Why is she so obsessed with this stupid book?
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
I don't think she really cares about the book, if I'm honest.
It's alright. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it.
But I am annoyed that she cheated.
Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina.
Why does she keep pronouncing his name different every time she says it?
Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's...
Roast his pigeons? Oh my gosh. Oh, not... Bish.
Honestly, if I'd known that
Oh my
giving her the
gosh.
Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
What is your problem, lady?
Huh? That's it? No secrets. No nothing? I don't believe it. This can't be happening.
Chef Savannah.
Savannah. Oh my god, everybody's saying everybody's name different. I can't.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Well, wasn't Escoffier's the original? She did say she made an exact copy. Did she say exact copy, or it was just a copy plus her own stuff that she added to it? So technically the one that Savannah had was better? Minus the jumbled out words that Escoffier couldn't read?
Oh, I knew it.
Pent up stress?
The truth is,
Her?
however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most
Well, I need
pressure
more
on
water. Let me
is
drink some
herself.
more.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
Yeah, I feel like part of being a chef is time management, so... Sounds like Savannah's really terrible at it.
But why? Why would she do that?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
What about Monica?
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty gâteau myself.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Monica facing the other way.
Aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
No, not wet cement.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
There it is.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
This girl's annoying too. I don't like her.
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Kinda saw that coming, thank you.
Food safety. Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I don't think I'm gonna push that message through Tripwire. It's such a bunch of work. Monica's so annoying!
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear.
She messed up our cake on purpose. It didn't sound like the first ingredients were on purpose. It sounded like she just didn't do her job thoroughly. But also, Escoffier is intense, but seems understanding enough. So, like, I think she should have just told her the first time, and then it couldn't have been used as blackmail, you know?
I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Oh my gosh. All this lady does is cry.
Little slip up.
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
Sorry, Diesel and I were talking real quick. Stay Furina, can do. I don't think he hates Moika. I think his love lies with Furina. Although I do have the Mona hat, and he's never redeemed that.
You mean you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
What are the suspicions?
Ugh. What happened to me?
Oh my
I've overheard some
gosh.
customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be.
Well, didn't she say this girl substituted something for something else?
But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert
Like types of
connoisseurs.
flowers or something? The lotus for the marcotte or something like that. Guys, stop fighting, please.
Still, as head chef,
Please.
it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
What is your accent, my guy?
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
For what?
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Stupid.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex, only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different?
That's a good point, Paimon.
She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
She really didn't try and make a name for herself besides being terrible to her brigade.
Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
It took her till now to realize she's a problem? I mean, her shouting at her chef from outside the restaurant, like, I feel like that was an issue right at the start.
But I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
It'll all come together. Okay.
In that case, I'll go and update Vermont and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
Like, I want to hear that girl out, but I'm also like, what made the recipe different? Is it just really Escoffier, or is there actually a difference?
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure.
That was a long
Tomorrow.
I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
A sweet treat.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Macarons.
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
I don't know anything. You keep saying that.
Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them. I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't think I've said it yet, but I do like her little like fork hair clip too. It's kind of like this. It's cute.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
I don't know why I thought she was gonna like have me and her make the same thing and then see what's different, like follow the same recipe or something. Cause like, what is it, 5 to 7? Cause like, there's gotta be a reason Savannah's isn't the same, right? Also, I gotta say, it does not feel like it's been 2.5 hours. It does not feel like it's been that long. Look for Escoffier. We can do that. Easy peasy.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while. Check on her? Why? What happened?
Oh no.
Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
Oh. So many.
Fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all? Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Sorry, there's something I need to look at real quick. Escoffier's shoes kind of looked like Barbara's shoes, so I was like, wait, I want to look at Barbara real quick. Same colors. Huh? Escoffier? Oh, she does that. How long does it take them to do idle animations? This one? That wasn't a face. I like the stupid mouth she made earlier. This one? No? Well.
I really want to go travel.
Okay.
I don't mind where we go.
Submit a dish containing coffee beans. We can buy her coffee? Should we buy her coffee? I don't like coffee. Buy her coffee or make a dish with coffee, but she asked for coffee. A melting. Mint. They're so cute with their little hands.
Hello, what can I get for you? Sure thing. We're here to go. Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of the season. Yeah, I get it. Young people these days do love their little surprises.
What is he on about? This is okay. Suppose I can just fast travel. Her bitter attitude leaked into the baking process? Could be. They always bake stuff and they're like, it's made with love, but hers was just made with her crappy attitude.
Coffee. Need coffee.
Oh, look at all the stuff I have. I guess I already had stuff with coffee.
I smell coffee.
Need some coffee? I don't like coffee.
I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get the chance.
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
I was wondering how different it was depending on what you give her. What did I miss out on by giving her coffee?
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama. Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Oh, what's this? It's so tasty. Yeah, I could see that.
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open.
Uh-oh.
I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hôtel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What is...
Oops, sorry, Paimon.
This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
Maybe?
So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gâteau plateau, huh?
Bro.
Idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Oh. Too bad I'm not reading that.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
I'm sure we'll figure it out, right?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
You're finally here.
Please skip past the lines. If you can't read it that fast, go to the log and read it. Ah, that's fair.
Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident, the demand for a cooking contest, the instruction to blackmail Monica.
What is this?
Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
I wonder why? Let's find out, right? I'm like so confused. Oh.
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
I'll just teleport to me, that's cool. Weren't expecting that? Yeah. I gotta say, I still think like swimming might be like my least favorite. Tower? 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 Up here? The island? I need to look. Hang on. Doesn't take much. This thing. That thing? Okay. As much as I like some of the characters of Fontaine, I don't really care for their quests. It is my, like, one remaining area to get reputation maxed in, so... I even did Sumeru before that, so... I like the characters here, I just don't care for the quests. I think there's like a quest line that you like make it go underwater or something. I don't know the whole thing. Sorry, I need these pearls, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. I would just go right to the quest, but they were just right there, you know? Okay. What are we doing? Cryo and Hydro. We probably could have definitely used the Navia team, but it's fine. We'll switch it up. See, we were gonna get Cryo anyways. I should have known. This looks pretty cool. So it's something in her friendship thing? Her friendship's been maxed out forever. She was like the second person I ever got friendship with. Is it in here? Oh, this one? Ooh, that's a lot of words. I'm not reading that right now. That's a lot of words. But thank you for letting me know. I was very curious about that yesterday.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
TLDR. I mean, I kind of got it from what I've heard over my time playing that, like, they were her friends, and that's why she has them.
Codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
It can only be seen by her. Yeah, because they're basically her imaginary friends. That makes sense. Oh, hey.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here?
I never went back to check on that one blubber beast, I don't think.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile.
I'm guessing it's the last two.
This is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Oh. I really didn't expect to have to do this again.
A little moose boosh. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have the right number. How many do I need? I need one red one. Huh? No.
Those.
Yeah, I
Nope, you
don't.
lost it.
Yeah, I told you I didn't have it.
I think you did before, but then you had.
It wasn't math, I was just not having the right numbers. Ah, it's not clicking the right thing, sorry. There it goes. That sound was annoying.
Are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
So we need to give it to all of them? Wait, what thing am I rotating? This thing? Oh. Well, there goes one. Then we'll just rotate it again and do the other one. I did not mean to climb on that. Oh.
Wow, it's really singing. It must taste better than Paimon thought.
I guess we don't have to feed both of them? Oh, maybe we do? I don't know. Oh, we have to make another dish. Okay.
Yeah, the tracks turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Okay. Rotate. Rotate. And deliver. Loves it.
Hey, it's open.
Oh, chest. Gimme. Gimme. I wonder... Oh, I'm only at 13 sigils. Alright, I'm ready to find out what's going on with this... with Monica and Savannah and what all that stuff. I'm ready.
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
Sure.
Monica sounds much more demanding back then.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only
Oh,
have
I guess this
found
is
the
right
ruin
now?
that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog.
So confused. I'm ready to know what's going on.
Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives.
Explosives?
Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why are we listening to her?
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Oh my gosh.
Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her.
It feels like both of these girls are pretty villainous.
First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship only to murder him out of vanity.
Wait, is she saying she's related to Modeste?
He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you?
I gotta say, I'm not liking either of these girls.
You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that, since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
Ever
snap.
since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too!
She just said she poisoned both the water bottles.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
She got the crazy eyes. Oh no.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
I really don't like these girls.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Oh no.
Stop right there! Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry.
Get to the point, lady.
Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix.
This lady is really crazy.
We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right, I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
I agree.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
I have a feeling we're supposed to swim, but like... Is there anything around here that I can take? I like taking everything I can.
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Whoops. My bad. Wrong button. Oh. Okay. Nothing. Hey, a treasure chest. All right. Oh. Looks like I'll have to fight these guys.
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Nice Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Ta-da! I don't really know how to play Escoffier, so if you guys know, tell me how. Am I supposed to hold her ear or am I just supposed to tap it?
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Will I have to actually do this again? Can I get like just two? No, okay. Why isn't it working? Oh, there it goes. Why won't you just give me two? Now I just need one. Let's see if I can get one. Nope. Nope. Oh, I put the wrong direction. Whoops, I was supposed to use this one. My bad. Should just give me the one I want. Oh, there it goes. There's the one. Thank you. All that work for that. Okay. Okay. So do that one. I wish you could just make both at one time instead of having to wait. Oh, here it is, Ian.
Seems to really like the texture of Rome Maritime flowers.
The texture. There we go. I didn't mess it up that time. Let's do a couple of these and then do the blue one.
Up to the freezer.
Aha! I was like, please give me 3. Ta-da! At least with these ones, it's not like the baking competition thing where we had to like add a certain number of each and then even it out or whatever. Oh.
A little obey.
Calm down.
Wait now.
Oh, I didn't even get to really fight. That's kind of lame. That's kind of lame.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and Romaritime
It's just on her lower back. What do you mean?
Yep,
That's definitely her back.
Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
Up to the freezer.
Whoops, wrong button. Couldn't answer earlier. It's okay. It's a belt? I don't think so. I guess her skirt could tie there, kind of? Is it like how her apron connects, I guess? I don't really know. I'm not a Genshin character designer. It doesn't have to make sense, it just has to be cute. Right?
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Like after the one guy died?
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen. Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests. rummaging skills.
Rummaging
No
skills.
kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins.
Savali.
It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool.
So I didn't really understand Monica earlier. Which one was she related to? Modeste or Savali?
Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong? I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savali. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient. The birthplace of Gâteau de Bourg.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savali really did have something to do with it.
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste.
Oh no.
The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself.
'Cause what kind of chef are you without your sense of taste?
The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life. And because we had become estranged, I cannot be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
Oh?
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savali murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
But who?
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gâteau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too.
So did he get rid of it?
What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Well then.
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Yeah, like, where'd they go? Doesn't look like there's anything else around here. I don't know if I changed the wings on her. What are we doing, Prime?
The treasure of
Monica.
Ohriya. I have found you at last.
Those ones are just a button away, so that was pretty easy.
Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations.
Was that what? Diesel making noise?
But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place.
Oh, in front of Monica? That's the treasure she wants.
But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within
Uh-oh.
my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine!
She got crazy eyes again. And that golem looked like he was gonna come alive.
It's empty. It's empty?
Yeah, he drank it all.
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar?
Uh-oh.
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Yep. These guys are gonna come alive, right? Right?
Oh, shut your pie hole!
It's decoration! Yep.
To Lord Remus, you barbarian shall be slain.
She's a nutcase, a liability to herself and everyone else.
Unwelcome guests will be dealt with.
Take these golems out.
Aw man, I didn't even get to use my whole team.
Why is this
What about Savannah?
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no, you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
Wow.
You're a psycho.
Yeah, she is.
Savannah? When did you wake up?
Oh, snap. Can we get out of here?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
Leave the psycho, yeah. She was something else, oh my gosh.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Blubber beasts.
Traveler and Paimon!
Venejem, what are you all doing here?
They never run, they shuffle.
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
Merry derrieres, oh my gosh.
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Yeah, that's kind of like the face I like. This little, like, sad face. This grumpy, angry mouth right here.
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation.
She never even heard it.
What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left. And Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is.
That's very positive.
At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Fermont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
Oh?
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Fermont?
Fermont.
I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse.
Well, she She was terrible, but she also did get manipulated and blackmailed. But she was terrible.
I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumaline the whole time.
Wow, Monica was super terrible.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that means more fragile or more hot-tempered.
Poisoning everybody with crazy juice? Apparently.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also...
I already
well,
read it all,
that's
sorry.
what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only victim.
You mean she poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time.
Monica's just terrible and hopefully dead.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumaline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you
Oh,
don't
Diesel
particularly
got it.
care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I
Good
do,
question, good
my Gato
question.
de Boer never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
Her oven was broken?
I felt like something was off
Bro.
during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature.
A whole half a degree.
All the ovens in the whole
Oh my
kitchen had the
gosh.
same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night?
Yeesh.
It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius, and I'm just plain old Savannah.
You know, she might not be as evil as we once thought, but man, she is really annoying looking down on herself constantly.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes. learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bord kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
What a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Friends again.
Oh, there's a thing over here.
To see them finally settle their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
She did cheat, it's true.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back.
Right
and you
now?
barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between two top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today. Right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
Salty. That's funny.
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
And I don't have to participate. I can just get to watch. This animation is really nice, though. It's so funny that it all came down to the temperature being off by half a degree. Oh, so sparkly. Something out of Ratatouille right there. Oh my gosh.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Just serve the
What are
dish.
you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like.
Food Wars? I don't think I've ever watched it.
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
I love that YouTube held that. Wait, was it a 10 out of 10?
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Her tail seems very happy with the results.
Yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened? I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in
Oh.
her, I saw so many new possibilities.
As soon as she said a chef from Leeway, we knew who she was talking about.
She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Don't worry,
That's
it's
funny.
not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Bourg revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
A new recipe. I wonder what it does.
Right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Bourg?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Oh, it's her signature dish.
You know, Paimon's still
I used it the other day.
disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Bourg.
I know I have some Romaritime flowers, but I don't know how many I have.
She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Bourg. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Bourg?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times, but these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk.
Junk.
Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
She got exactly what she deserved. Navia!
Huh? Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
So she wanted the stuff for the money and then smashed the jar that was worth money?
Wait, isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
Oh my
It's still
gosh.
in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
It was a nice jar. That's so funny. She wanted the money and then she smashed it. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Don't break the decoration. Yay, we got more stuff. I definitely don't have the means to get her to 90, but... Hey, now I have 7 of those! Oh, I was gonna check though. Let's learn that recipe, see what it... Do we know what it needs off the top of our heads? I think I said maritime flowers. I actually have 86 of those. I'm surprised I have that many. I tend to grab them when I see them in Fontaine. But it also depends on who's on my team. Like, if Siege Queen's on my team, it's really easy because I can just use her bow. But, like, usually you have to, like, activate them with water, so it's easier with somebody like Siege Queen. But that was a good story quest. I like Escoffier. I'm glad I have her. That girl was really crazy, and then the other girl was really, really, really crazy. I'll cook it. Where's the best place to cook? Or closest place, I guess. I don't know if I have the stuff for it, honestly. I have the flowers, but... What was it called? What was it called? Survey of the most hated Genshin NPC? Yeah. Oh, this one. Revised version. May make a special dish. Should I just make as many as I can? Oh, it wasn't perfect. Monica Palette? I don't know who that is. Albert and forgot the other one. Oh, this is attack food. I'll never use this. Is that the guy from Sumeru that I hated? The old dude? I'm guessing I can buy these ingredients somewhere. I can probably make them, but that will take more time anyways. I guess making them is the better way to go. The old guy? I don't know how to say that last name. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Oh, I did? I didn't even notice. What do I need? I need flour and cream. Adventurer who's under attack by monsters sometimes. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. He shoved Sucrose who was trying to help him. Bro. I made the special one. Can we look at that? Oh, I guess most of them were delicious? Or is this one? This one? Oh, so it makes it like the whole cake? With the... What'd she keep calling them? White-winged swan? Snow-winged swan or something? She kept saying the bird name the whole time. Does it say it in here? Snow-winged goose? Is that what she was saying? Yes, I knew who Albert was. I don't know... I still don't know how to say that one name you typed. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Something was the fourth. I don't know who that is. I've seen a lot of people say they hate Albert, and I'm like, I just... Like, people say that about him and Timmy, and I'm like, I don't interact with the NPCs to hate them, you know? I agree with the Sumeru guy, because he was actually part of the story, but... That is so cute. But hey, at least I made the cool one, I guess. Alright, what do we have for resin? 35. That's enough to run that domain once. So let's do that and see if we get anything. In Mondstadt Wilderness? I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. I don't understand, Diesel. I'm very confused. Oh, I don't need to do that. I did it earlier this week because I'm still leveling up my Shao. Yeah, I didn't understand because I've already done that and I'm like, why would I do that? I was confused. Doesn't take much. I mean, my priority is leveling up Escoffier, so it didn't really make sense. Well, that's a shame. No, the substats are garbage. No, Furina's fine. Furina doesn't need it. People hate Timmy for practically being vegan and... I don't know who that other person is. Goodwin? I don't know who that is either. Is that his dad? I don't... Let's be honest, I don't care about Genshin NPCs. Sorry, I saw these crab things over here. I need to kill them. Oh, the guy that was like, I'm adventuring, give this letter to Glory, even though he's not doing anything because he like missed when everybody else was leaving or something. I like Glory, but yeah, he's annoying that he like lies about it or whatever. Okay. Some ingredients got processed. I don't have any more resin, guys. I'll never guess. Oh yeah, I was gonna guess Miko, you're right. You're right, I was not gonna guess that. I was like, which one do I have on now? Oh, weren't they like in the stands for that? Those guys? They're trash. Kinich. That's funny. Okay, we're back to the friendship team. I guess. It's not even enough to get it fully leveled. I was like, oh, I've been holding it for her weapon, but I was like, oh, I could level his. Bullying a child and then mocking them in death. Yeah, Kachina's so cute too. I don't really want to level the purple ones. I'm pretty upset with that goblet and I crafted it, so that's even worse. But let me switch over. We can get wrapped up because I did all I had to do today. That was a good story quest though. I liked that quite a bit. I enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I think we're gonna keep it for Marvel Rivals tomorrow. That'll be at 1 p.m. EST because nobody said that time didn't work. So we're gonna run with 1 p.m. EST tomorrow. I was thinking about Apex, but I think I'll have a better time with Marvel Rivals, so I think that's the move. Thank you for stream. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad we got to do a little bit more Genshin this week. We at least got to do one story quest that's been on the backlog for a hot minute, so we'll take it. Rivals will keep your sanity better than Apex. We can only hope. We can only hope it will do that. Sorry, my headset's stuck. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Marvel Rivals tomorrow, 1 p.m. EST. Little change of pace, change of time. So I will see you guys tomorrow for that. If you guys are here but not already part of the Discord server, here's a link to join. You just gotta be 18 plus, agree to the rules to gain access. And if you guys enjoyed today's stream and you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so and helps support me. If you want to follow my other socials, you can find me at JackLack01 over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. Those are all linked down below in the description for you guys. But thank you guys so much for hanging out for more Genshin today. I really appreciate it. And I'll see everybody tomorrow for Marvel Rivals. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you guys then. Bye!